This is going to be a fucking train
Check.
wreck. I'm keeping that in, too. Yeah. Hey, gang, welcome. Second episode, Breaking D-Laws Between Two Dumpsters podcast. We'll have a review, by the way, of our first of the launch episode in just a minute. That's one of our topics today. Once again, we are here at the beautiful patio of Jackass Brew Co. Every Thursday, by the way, $5 pints until 5 p.m. Sunday football day, $5 loggers and Caesars. Beauties, eh? Mike and the gang at Blackbird Systems. Well, we'll be moving into their studios once they're finished. They're coming along really, really well. Let us introduce you to today's dumpster divers. The dumpster divers are Katie.
Hello.
Gord.
Hello.
Kelly.
Hi.
Randy.
Hello.
And we got Pat Tabarnak.
Hey, hello, Tabarnak.
Doug.
Hola.
Me, of course, and Trev.
Hello.
D-Laws Between Two Dumpsters. You can find us there. YouTube under Between Two Dumpsters. Instagram and Facebook Between Two Dumpsters. That's, by the way, with the number 2. And email is dlawbetween2dumpsters@gmail.com if you'd like to give us some feedback or some ideas. We're always looking for topics to talk about. Speaking of which, are the dumpster divers ready? Yeah. All right. Dumpster divers are ready. So
It gets better, I promise.
that's epic. We're going to the launch podcast. My mom had to weigh in on everything, right?
Yes.
So I shared it with the family, and my mom weighs in with, "It is great, but please no swear words. It spoils the great show otherwise. Thank you, Mom." And I want to say that the two people who swore were Doug.
What do you
It
have
wasn't
to say
just
yourself,
me.
Doug?
Wasn't just you. It was Gordon.
And who started it?
For sakes.
I said, look, it says it's not for kids because it's not. It's,
That's right.
And she says, okay, but Darryl, at your age, doesn't impress anybody. No need swear words for kids or no kids. Doesn't matter. Otherwise, it would be great. Hugs, Mom.
Darryl, let's be honest. You don't impress anybody whether you're swearing or not. So
Well, that's a good point, Doug. Dick. All right, our first topic here with the dumpster divers. We're going to pass things around. We're sharing microphones here, so bear with us. Your first car, and if you had a name for it, cool. If you have a story about it, very cool. Let's start out with Katie.
I have no names. I don't believe in that. I don't understand that concept.
You don't like
Naming
labels?
your car. I don't understand. This is my car with a name. What I consider my first car, 1981 Volkswagen Rabbit. It was diesel. It was back then when it was like 34 cents, so I could run the whole week on $10 also because I had a hole in my tank, so that's all I could fill it with. I had no reverse, and I had no first gear, so I had to always pull through because it was obviously standard.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Oh, yeah, stick
Remember,
shift,
people
right,
don't know
yeah.
how to like drive those anymore.
All over that one.
I know
All right,
how to
Gord.
handle a stick.
Gord, your first one.
My first car was a 77 Mustang 2.
A Mustang 2. Kelly, how about you?
My first car, 18 years old. I had a inheritance from my Aunt Fran, $800. I bought myself a 1974 Ford Gran Torino,
There you go.
Ooh, the Dirty Harry mobile.
and it was a tank. It was a tank.
Randy doesn't drive, by the way, which is the best part.
Oh, yes.
Quick story here. I was riding my bike at 15 years of age down a street, a big hill. Actually, it was my brother's bike. It was a Bianchi, and I actually got hit by a car. My brother's back then about $1,700 bike got destroyed, and this doctor told me I needed knee surgery. Dr. Stanley, who is dead now, but
Dr.
Stan-
Stan Knee?
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
And he made my dad and myself go to Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto, and all I had was a bone bruise.
He had a bone bruise. All right, episode's over. Thanks, everyone, for coming out. All right, Pat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my first car was a 81 Ford Fairmont. It was burgundy or brownish red or something. I'm not quite sure. The best thing about it was a bench. One bench, not bucket seats, one bench, which was fine when I was driving. The problem with the bench is that when my spouse was driving, Cecilia was driving, I'd be stuck on the passenger side like this, coming back from the bar. You know how uncomfortable it is to sit like this? It was horrible. Great part about it was the air conditioning in the car was great because it was these vents that you pulled from underneath. They just opened a gap in underneath the car, and all of that cold air from Northern Ontario, that's all that, it kind of went up the pant leg, kept the boys cool. That was my first car, Ford Fairmont, 81 Ford Fairmont.
Doug, how about you?
Mine was a 82 Volkswagen Rabbit gas tow,
Oh, gas.
and it was a piece of garbage.
Oh, it's
Yeah, they usually are.
My first week I had it, I was sitting in an intersection waiting to turn, and the rad blew. And then I was coming back from Toronto, where I went to school, heading back to North Bay, and I get almost to North Bay, and all of a sudden it starts chugging. What happened was the relief valve wasn't letting air into the gas tank. It just crumpled the gas tank into a raisin. So I had to get a new gas tank.
Oh, God, I'm waiting for this one. Trevor.
So my first vehicle was a 99 Wolfsburg Jetta, and so
The Jetta
I had
with
it
the
for about
Volkswagen.
for a week, and my parents lived on a dead end street, and it has a hill on it. So the sun's coming down, and so I put the brake on, took a couple pictures with it, with the old like. So then I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it down the hill, and I didn't turn it on, and I just took the emergency brake off, and I rolled down the hill, and I rolled right into my dad's truck because the brakes weren't working. True story.
e-brake, though.
True story. Did not. Yeah. And then I fixed it all up. Tried to. So my hood's all bent up, and I went to go get. I went to go get a new hood because my grandpa had a parts store. I get a block away from there, and then the hood popped up and smashed my windshield.
Oh, my God! My very first car was a 1979 Plymouth Volare. Volare. Oh. Hold on, wait. We're going to pause for a beer break.
And the show has reached a new low.
First car was a 1979 Plymouth Volare. It was pretty much, well, rust colored because it was nothing but rust. It had those bucket seats, which broke. So what you did is true Canadian style. You took a hockey stick, you cut it, and then you used that to hold up the bucket seat, which worked until the floor rusted out. And it happened when I was on the Don Valley Parkway, and my entire bucket seat went down. All I'm looking at is the ceiling of my car, and we're like going back and forth lanes across the Don Valley. So the only cool thing with Volare is if you've had enough beers, Volare could sound like Ferrari. So, here's my pal Kevin, who came up with the name of Between Two Dumpsters. Thank you for that. And he had a Volkswagen.
My first was a 1985 Farfanugan Ski Rocco.
Ski Rocco.
Ski Rocco.
Is that
Because it was in the old Fast and the Furious days where it had like no springs and like a...
No steering wheel.
Right, no, barely, you know what I mean? It was a pretty good little car for a first car.
Did you
know?
score? Remember, my mom is going to weigh in on this, so be careful.
Listen, your mother looked like she was in the fits after the last one, buddy.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you might want to make sure that you pleases your mother.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, mother.
Sorry, mother.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nope,
I
he didn't.
I didn't swear.
Which, once again, we left up to Gord and Doug. We're going to actually do this on another episode because it'll be a long list. The one thing that pisses you off with other drivers. Kevin, go.
When they're doing podcasts.
Mine is definitely no signals in the roundabouts. Come on, let's use our signals, but people.
Randy, who doesn't drive.
Oh, I got one. So, this really pisses me off.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, Darryl's mom. Love you, Darryl's mom. What pisses me off is that when you're driving, some asshole will pass us going Mach 90 to the next red light.
Pat tabarnak.
I would like to know, how is it that German engineering be so far ahead, yet still not know how to install signals? Why is it that Mercedes-Benz and BMWs do not have a signal to turn left or right. Apparently, they don't make them in those cars. I don't get it.
Douglas.
Oh, I would say there's probably two things.
right.
First one is if you're driving the express lanes of the High 401, people that are in the fast lane doing the same speed as the people right beside them. And the other one is people don't know how to drive around roundabouts and they constantly T-bone other people.
How about you, Trev?
Yeah, I was gonna agree. Like people doing 90 or 100 in the left-hand lane when you're trying to like on the 401, like get over. And another one is when you get to a four-way stop, everybody stops at the same time and they don't know who goes first.
Katie, you go ahead.
Back to roundabouts. Yeah. Roundabouts are fantastic, except for Cambridge, when people come to a complete full stop. My biggest pet peeve, though, unfortunately, is now, as I live on the 401, the fun new fact where everyone continues to pass you along the dotted line in between cars. So it's a new fun thing. So there's not just a passing lane, there is between two cars.
Roundabouts are really simple. All you do, yield to the left, don't change lanes in the roundabout, and use your signals. Thank you very much. Mine is people, what they do, though, is they sit and wait at the red light. There's no traffic. They wait till the light goes green so they can go 3 lanes across to go walking at the Y or wherever they're going. When you're turning right on a red light or island, you turn into the inside lane, then you signal, you go to the middle, then you signal, and you go to stuff's clear. People can't figure it out. That pretty much wraps everything up. I want to say big thanks to our dumpster divers. Hey gang, you did great again. Woo! Next episode, what is and isn't a sandwich? Think about it.
A hot dog is a sandwich, I'm just saying.
It is not a sandwich. It is not. All right. Key to a healthy and long-lasting relationship. That ought to be good. And stuff that pisses you off at work. Think about it. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Remember, D-Laws Between Two Dumpsters. You can get us again on YouTube, Between Two Dumpsters with the number 2. Instagram is Between Two Dumpsters, as well as on Facebook. You can email dlawbetweentwodumsters@gmail.com, again with the number 2. And thanks to the crew for hanging out. Dumpster Divers!
Take that shoot. Take that shoot.
And as always, we have to let Pat take us out.
Pat Tabarnak out.
Breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. That was cool.